Shrima used to be alone in her room for many hours. When she had nothing to do, she sometimes sat quietly and watched herself repeating Haribol, the word which is used in the reference of a kirtan or sung as a chorus at the end. Srima found it came to her as a resonance, a dhwani. Soon it passed from her lips and tongue to become one with the breath of life passing in and out, in ever widening circles to an immeasurable horizon. One night after the day's work was done, Bholanath had lain down to his rest. Srima said, "Shall I sit up for a while? You go to sleep." Bholanath acquiesced. Srima sat quietly, repeating the sacred word. She watched her limbs arrange themselves in a yogic posture, which much later she found was called the Siddhasana. There was a feeling of joyousness within. Every day she had new experiences. Her body would undergo other transformations. Sometimes it became heavy and inert, and other times very light, as if it had no contact with the earth. Once, while she felt she was extraordinarily powerful, her hand happened to fall on Bholanath, which was sleeping at her side. He woke up with a start and in the dark mistook it for a man's hand. He grasped it strongly, shouting, "Thief, thief!" When he realized his mistake, he was puzzled, but Srima persuaded him to go back to sleep again. One day she saw herself assume the Padmasana. Her back straightened, she felt a tremor near the base of the spine, and to the accompaniment of a slight rhythmic sound, the spinal column seemed to get locked in an upright position block by block. It came to her khayal that it was almost like what she had seen in Narundi when a derailed train had been hoisted up on the rails piece by piece, making a rhythmic noise. She described it by using another image, that of a placing of smaller and smaller pots on the firm base of a big pot like the topmost spire of a temple. She envisioned a cluster of nerves at each center, which looked like lotus flowers in bloom. At this time, she said she had a feeling of utter ease and freedom. The body, the body was itself a help rather than an obstacle to meditation and Nam Japa. She felt a tremendous power inside her. Then suddenly she would think that it was very late and she shouted sleep. She should sleep, so at once the whole phenomena seemed as if switched off. She lay down and went to sleep. Srima from time to time has described many such experiences which in their range and variety defy an exhaustive compilation. Moreover, she has said that she has not disclosed even 1/100th of the entirety of her spiritual adventures. It is, however, clear from the description that she was aware of what was taking place, and she was also not helplessly given over to the surging tides of this spiritual Leela of Shakti.